names are written on signs. The growth is tall and thick in the garden. Everything finds its name, full with held breath and rustling. What shall I say in a garden where everything has a name? Nothing. Yet another question, what can I say? Justice requires imagination, requires ornament, profusion, poetry, not exposure. Thus, truth becomes profusion. It merely states what is there once more and nothing else. In a garden where everything has a name, nothing is possible. But does everything have a name? Does that garden exist? In a garden where some things have names and some do not, everything is possible, everything humanly possible in such a garden. Nothing human is foreign to it. Here is precisely name drowning, nameless.
Nothing human is foreign to it. Here is precisely drowning, nameless.
Inside the fence, what can I say? Name tangled. I give buttons, fringes, umbels, leaves, bulbs and pots their names to enjoy them all the more and hear them rustle as the buttons, fringes, umbels, leaves, bulbs, pots and berries they are. And let them banish my dejection. A garden where I have called everything by its proper name, where I can give things their names only at night. At night is enough. It is sudden salvation. Here I will quench my name thirst. Here I will rest, arm tangled. Where I have called by its proper name all that should be called by name, and let the rest be a waiting, rustling place. What does it wait for? What does it wait for? To speak of things that have no names yet, which are so small, or to think of things so evil they no longer have a name, with held breath, not allowed to have a name anymore. Should nothing human be foreign to me? I hope so, or else I hope not. The profusion is always there, even when it is a profusion that no one seems to need. Everything may have a name, but I could come up with new ones for the lot if I wanted, because I am awake alone, so green fans, red beets, blue veils, and reveals healthy and unhealthy night with steeple-high lightning. And even universal laws feel voluntary now. Small tortoise shell dwell in my tiny tortoise shell now.
It seems to me that music with saxophones will probably sell more plants. Now we're in the outside part.
Gardens seem more humane than humans with all the costumes, the special order. Neither too much freedom nor too little. To speak is so human, it is like the avenue of sphinxes, speechless faces, stone heavy, meaning not one word over the lips. While all forms, the trees, the houses, flowers and windows, and the neighbors' curtains, and the living rooms behind them, maybe they are quiet living rooms. No one is innocent, but some are pure, and many do have wings. But the costumes are part of the dream, which is part of reality, which is why the unadorned is sphinx-like, like a thing without a name. The garden grows thicker and thicker, more and more, hanging full, dry, name tangled. Is all that just ornament? It is profusion, excess ornament. If ornament is inevitable, what can I say? Good night, shades. Good night, shades. The garden is quiet before fruiting. Tonight the name's said. Sail.
Can I ask you something? It's for a radio show I'm making about garden centers.
Yes.
So you work in a garden center since how long?
1.5 year.
1.5 year? What's the use of garden centers?
To buy plants to put in your garden, to get a great and beautiful garden. And to have a great garden, mostly to get the things that you want to have in a garden, but what you like.
And do you have a garden yourself?
Yes.
Okay. So you live around here or something?
Oh no, I live a bit farther.
Like a
but,
jungle or something?
No,
or?
no, not that. Like all trees, like the woods,
Okay.
things like that.
Yeah. And can you kind of recommend stuff to put in a garden?
I don't know what special plants you like. So
I like everything.
and you can put everything in it.
But what do you like?
Flowers that's in say bush.
It's like a garden where everything is robbed of its name by the great jewel thief. Bad garden. Bad garden. Bad garden. Tell me! I am the moss, so why am I so lonely? Tell me now! You are sucking me dry. Damn it! You are sucking me dry. Giant queen, King Kong of all genders, you shout to me.
Give us destinies. Clean out
I am not hurt. Not the heart horrible. That sucker. That needs me to stand there and bump! The clammy parasite. Let me ascend into hymns and howling. I have my heart sitting everywhere. Is it eating me up from inside? And you? Suck me dry. Are you trying to catch me up? I am your dirty eggs. Tyrannosaurus Flex. Ha 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 ha. Will I reflect my top in the waves? Blah blah blah. Huh? Will I reflect my top in the waves? Blah blah blah. Chaos. Nameless. Here you come. What are you but an unbridled consumption of hoodies? And order, would that be better? No! From here where I sit, chaos looks like the only possible freedom. Giant fart. They're closing down when they're not watching for... Damn it! They're always watching. Bear up, fart! It's that busy fans. Good breast and bad breast, that's you. You should have been enemy of the state and the serpent in other people's false paradises. I would have to clear the Milky Way of stars. Lean out. I'll throw up. That is what is expected. Giant, damn it. You will not eat me until I am destiny. Eat me, drink me, smoke me until I become destiny. Suck, giant, giant destiny. You can smoke it, smoke me now and tell me then. Spare me this original.
Idyllic and solemn alienation.
Please? Turn off that horrible pump. I am open. I have hearts everywhere. Let me announce your mouthpieces.
Let me anoint your mouthpieces.
I am alone. In the midst of ideal and solemn, I see a garden. This old blue grotto, where the side stones drip, incredibly quiet. I have the second sitting.
Seconds all over the place. In the midst of solitude and intimacy, it is best dialectical to be a social tit and political creature.
One must separate in order to meet. First, one must hang together, and then one must separate in order to meet. One must tear out one's hair in order to meet. Maybe one must die in order to meet. Is that what you say? That's what you're saying. Is that the kind of story you have? Eyes super bloodshot while I sit with sighs and seconds all over the clothes. Damn it! Where is my sobriety? Damn it! I am throwing up. No, you are throwing me. Oh, that's fluorescent. Eating me when I fall. If I can't stay up in the sky and damn it, I can't. I fall down. 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 How many times does my face have to split before I get a name, rest body and soft brain? My heart. That fucking parasite until you slake your thirst. Just slake your thirst, I'll give you destiny. Beat the shine, beat. Look here, I come with a belly full. Here's the fat dripping. Tell me now. Do I have my heart in the right place? What are we going to do about all that beating? Damn it, everywhere and all over the place. The heart in the garden, 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 in the garden. I suppose it will make the nights whiter. Super, super white. Will it, for example, tell me that loneliness comes before individuality? Is it the name or the nameless that must be kept behind fence on the look and ha? Is it me or is it you big? You big? You You big!
And must it be looked after and watered or starved to death or both? Oh, so that they are singing both of them. Good brass and bad brass, both big prick and carrot. Then I will swing between, that is destiny.
And we can call a quadruple grip on my balls, that is destiny. Yes, 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 thank you. You give all the names. All that you have given me in the belly, security in both breasts and prick and carrot, damn it. How small I am. You give both reality and dreams, and I am the quiet before the name. Oh, tell me. My dolls, breast buddy and enemy of the state.
I gave them names. Bury them with me when I die. Sweet, sweet big alarm. Let me howl and die. The skin of my ass blossoms and becomes wings. Flapping wings. Flapping wings.
The Book of the Serpent. Here's what happened. God created the serpent. Thus the serpent also had utopia behind the eyes. Happiness and harmonious cohabitation wherever possible. Something to grow. But unlike man, the serpent showed a greater inclination for development and growth than for eternal life. So, in paradise, he turned to the tree of knowledge and its shiny pears. Even though man flattered himself for having given names to things and put little signs on them, he did not manage to name them all. And after the serpent and man took knowledge down from the branches, none of the names stuck to things anymore, and many feelings would come, and also many things that would later lack a name. Then there were the wars about the things and the wars about the names of the things, and many lay dead, and would lie dead on the field. When paradise was blown open, the serpent took with him that small piece of the garden, which had become a part of himself. His eyeball with the enclosure, with the signs, with the grass and the lion and the lamb, and they're side by side. And the tiny light pair that would help things to grow. So As he twisted through the following centuries on his belly, it was with an invitation to all men to surrender their sovereignty to the common good.
Who are you? Let us take care of that, sweetie. Give us destinies. Amen.
Aren't snakes look so deadly? So scary looking.
But also always with a picture of paradise, happiness and cohabitation and beautiful names on signs.
Oh yeah, there you go.
On the tip of his tongue
Trapping a rattlesnake.
for the greatest common good.
Let us form a close
That thing wants to
circle
bite you.
of
They
give
will
and
kill you. I
take.
know they're scary looking.
From us you have come, to us you must go. From us you must rise again. Amen. And lick your big toe. Hee. Sweetie.
It's just chilling.
The serpent grew and had many names.
I think is this a common
The Midgard serpent combined with the giant Ymir, and at one time he was discovered and spotted and called by yet another name, Leviathan, as the state monster he was.
Don't do that.
It could have been God who slaughtered the serpent, to let the righteous suck on him for the promotion of social development, but it was the serpent himself who slaughtered the part of man that was serpent, Zigzag.
Hold on, I'm getting the whole shot.
He was so dialectical that he had two perspectives in his eye. The universal and the individual. Happiness and cohabitation wherever possible, and something to grow. And the slaughter was salted and distributed for all to suck on. So it was a feast. The serpent grew shockingly and became a complex creature of bridges and passages to transport bodies around in rising, fleeting and flexible patterns.
Seen and what moves around on it. Holy shit, it is us. Give us destinies. Some like stars to shine in the sky, just like opium for the people, and some to lay a sort of foundation. The people we fuck will form the basis. You will form the basis, little heart, pure
He grew, and he got more and more names. Flexicurtus Rex, for example, and more genders. Big Brick and Carrot, Bling Bling Motherfucker, State Pussy, Fairy Queen, and then the hermaphrodite Tyrannosaurus Flex. State and market in one win-win. Just a number of heads. In addition to state and individual, also the private sector and the army of those who struggle for power and glory, and the big car of his TV. At any rate, parts of the serpent saw how big he had got and that this was not necessarily a good thing. At any rate, one voice in the serpent wanted to make the namelessness in man remain nameless. Go on being an object for definition, become a source of ever new names and new things. For all time, it was a strange utopia. It was a utopia of breathing holes in the serpent. Of holes that the serpent made open in his flesh, in his totality. A utopia of a free garden for everyone in the heart. Contained in that great garden, with signs and names and happiness and lamb and something to grow. Something to spend one's time on. Parts of the serpent saw and hoped that it was good enough.